What's going on, everybody? I'm Jeremy, and you're watching Morphs. Tonight, we have an awesome guest. We have Sarah from DS Royals. She's a local breeder, and I'm just ecstatic to have her on the show. I want to take a second to thank everybody that's already hopping in here. I know Kent's probably wrapping up his show, so I thank everybody that's tuning in already. Kingdom Pythons, thanks for tuning in. What's going on? Bob, what's going on? Reptilian Morphs, thanks for tuning in. Creative Genetics, what's going on? Rob, my man Rob, what's up, Rob? Good to see you, bro. Adam, what's up, Adam? Good to see you in this early, man. You must be ready to feed or something this early. Wow. Good to see you in here. I'm glad that the hurricane really didn't seem to affect you a whole lot from what last time I talked to you. Don, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Jeremy and Holly, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. I'm also glad the hurricane didn't really hit you guys too hard as well. I know after everything went through, I kind of was sending messages to everybody that I could think of that was down that way to make sure everybody was safe and sound as much as they could be. 843, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Chris, what's up, brother? Thanks for tuning in. Thomas, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Lexi, good to see you in the chat. My little niece, thanks for tuning in, sweetie. Let's see here. James, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. All right, let's bring on our guest. She's backstage. She's probably sitting there going, "Come on, bring me on." Chip, what's up? I'm waiting for the next King of the Hills thing. I'm waiting for it, dude. All right, so let's bring on Sarah because, like I said, she's probably thinking, "What the hell did I sign up for here?" Sarah, what's going on?
Good evening, guys. How is everyone?
I'm good. I'm thinking the chat's doing pretty good considering they're just kind of piling in here real quick. Now we're at 18 people now. Let's see here. I'm gonna try to figure out something here with the screens here once. Maybe we can get something that that doesn't really do any different. All right, we're just going to run with it like this. I thought I could probably pull some techie stuff here, and it just didn't work.
Cameras aren't our friends tonight.
No, technology hates me. Gage, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Phil, what's on? What's up, brother? Phil, we're going to talk. I have to talk to you then about Gettysburg. So, yeah, I'll have to message you then. But we got to do an interview at Gettysburg, dude. We just got to do it this time.
Gettysburg's going to be an exciting time for sure.
It is my first show actually vending. I'm excited. So yeah, it's going to be a blast. I don't have a whole lot of stuff I'm bringing, but I got some stuff. I've literally held off posting anything on Morph Market until after the show, just that way nothing sells. They're left with, as Danny would say, bird food.
Well, don't keep secrets on us now.
Oh, no. If you guys watch the clutch cuttings, if you watch clutch cuttings, you know what's there. And I'm pretty sure for the most part, everybody already knows what's going to, what's staying and what's going. Except for clutch number 3. You guys haven't seen clutch number 3 yet. But basically everything from that's going too. I'm only keeping one. Jesse, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. My niece says hi, Sarah.
Oh, hello. Thanks for having me and thanks for coming.
So let's see here. All right. Before we get on with asking questions, I want to take a minute to thank the sponsor of this week's episode. Let me figure out on here. All right. Sponsor of this week's episode. Let's check it out. Gettysburg Reptile Expo LLC is located at the All-Star Event Complex in Gettysburg. 45,000 square feet, 125 plus vendors, and top quality breeders, folks. 270 plus tables. They've got pythons, boas, colubrids, lizards, turtles, and more. If you're looking for a snake rack or an incubator, they've got sea serpents set up there, so they've got you covered. If you're a breeder looking for that missing piece for your project, or a pet owner looking for your next scaly friend, or if you need feeders for your snakes or your lizards, Gettysburg has you covered, folks. This is one show you don't want to miss. The next show dates are November 12th, 2022, March 18th of 2023, and July 15th of 2023 as well. Showtimes are from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Make sure you're there, folks. Also check them out on their Facebook, their Instagram, and their website. This is one show, folks, you don't want to miss. Gettysburg Reptile Expo. All right, Joe and the Gettysburg Reptile Expo, thank you so much for sponsoring the channel. I greatly appreciate it. This was, when I was approached about this, it was like a humongous surprise and honor, to say the least. So I was super excited to just be able to help advertise and just be a part of it. So Joe, thank you very much, brother. If you're watching this, thank you. Adam, yes, that is a huge balloon sculpture. It was awesome too, dude. I think that was the first time I was at that show that they had that sculpture there. But yeah, it's really, really cool. Every year so far, they've had a different balloon sculpture, or every show.
I believe they had a tokay gecko last show.
I think it was a tokay. Yeah, you're right. John, your little badge thingy changes as time goes on with you being a member, which is also, thank you, John, for also bringing that up. I always forget that. If anybody would like to support the channel, click the join button. There's 3 different options there. As far as, like, I'm gonna say, it's kind of like a Patreon. That's the only way to really put it. It's like a Patreon. Each level has its own perks. If you hit the top tier, you get everything perk wise, first access to animals, discounted animals, just stuff like that, special shirts. So yeah, check that out. It's a neat way to help support the channel. You get the badges and some special emojis or whatever. So make sure you check that out. But John was our first member and still our only member, which I was still kind of shocked on that, but hey, whatever. There's other ways to help support the channel as well. Super chats, super stickers, all that fun stuff. Everything goes to my ultrasound fund. So anything made from the channel here is going to my ultrasound fund. And after that, it's, as Adam from Proper Royal says, it's going to help feed some ball pythons. So, but yeah, that's my spiel. But John, yes, thank you, dude, for supporting the channel. You do. I really appreciate it, brother. Let's see here. The chat is going crazy. Kai, what's going on, dude? Great live with Kent tonight. Good to see you. Wow, this. Adam, a nice Star Wars thing there. I like it. I like it, dude. All right. So Sarah, tell us a little bit. I can't speak. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what got you into the hobby and into breeding.
Well, thank you so much again, first, for having me here. My husband and I started DS Royals in 2019. I'm also a follower in Jesus Christ, so I felt like he actually led me and told me to go into this with my husband. My husband has been greatly supportive. His name is David Alderson. We decided we wanted to go into designer pieds because we love the pied gene, and we just started out small, buying a bunch of babies in 2019, and then from there, during the COVID time, we actually used our stimulus money to expand our collection, make everything look proper, and it's actually just, helped build us to where we are today, having our first year of clutches here in 2022. It's been fantastic, and honestly, I just can't believe we've come so far already.
So how many clutches did you have this year?
I think it's still small, about 10 to 12 clutches, but honestly, one a month is good.
See, that's awesome. That's really awesome. Yeah, I've had 3 this year. Last year was 4. I went down 1 clutch this season. Hopefully next year, these girls pick up the pace and earn their keep.
Oh, I'm sure they will. It never takes long.
That's like my 2 biggest girls, they went and reabsorbed, which made no sense because the smaller girls that laid last season as well, they're the ones that went. So I don't get it. Ball pythons confuse me.
They are their own personalities. There's just
Yeah,
not one like the other.
that is very true. That is very, very true. Um, so what drove you to be decide to do the breeding thing though, instead of just
So
keeping?
so my husband and I, we've ever since we were little, we've always been inundated with snakes of various kinds. And ball pythons are special. They're My husband had four already. We actually have a 30-year-old female that we were keeping, and
Wow.
they produced eggs for us year after year. And eventually we just decided, we're getting these eggs anyway. We're not doing anything with them. Maybe since we're so passionate about it, just as a hobby for fun, maybe we should turn this around, make it a business, and share it with the world. Share our passion with the world so that everybody can come to love what we do.
I that's I think that's what drives a lot of us. Is it's something that for whatever reason we were the weird kids back way back when, and it just followed us the whole way. I know, like for me, used to go out catching snakes, all that stuff. Used to freak my grandmother out. But yeah, I don't know. It's like Nicole from Lady Tiz always exotic says that there's something wrong with all of us in the hobby because these snakes are so therapeutic and they all calm us and heal us in one way, shape, or form. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, don't know if it's the eyes, the little tongue flicks, or the boop snoop, but there's just something about them.
Yeah, yeah. Nathan, what's up, brother? We got to talk, dude. Let's see if this weekend's gonna work for you or not. Danny, what's up? Thanks for tuning in, Danny. You need to watch that commercial a little bit closer. Your buddy Chris got some. He had his whole banner there in the video, dude, and all you we got of you was just buy it. Um, come on, you got to have a better location for these videos when they're shot. Um, All right. I was trying to see. And it's always hard to keep up with the chat because it just like flies by sometimes. So, what are some of the main genes that you're working with as far as like codoms and stuff?
So as far as codoms, we have really a wide variety, but we have uh, banana, black pastel, um, and we've got pastel. I know it's common morph, and it's in everything, but it is predominant in our collection.
Okay.
We've I mean, as far as codom, we have just such a wide variety, but we're focusing mainly on recessive on the piebald and what we can mix those codom genes into piebald. So we don't have a lot of big genes out there. I'm hoping to talk about our newer genes soon, but when you're ready on that, that's for sure. But for now, we've got the basics, chocolate, banana, leopard, pastel for sure, and to mix with the piebald.
So leopard, I think, is a must in just about any combo. I've yet to see leopard look bad in anything. In all honesty, um, leopard's just one of those main staples. I think. Uh, I accidentally got into the chocolate project thanks to Danny. I bought a GHI Mojave Hypo that it turns out that the thing has chocolate mixed in with it as well. So I kind of got a nice little bonus with that one. So she's growing up. She'll be ready to go probably for 2024 season at the rate that she's growing because she likes to chow down.
Well, you got a little chocolate drizzle in there. I love it.
Yeah,
I will
yeah, but
say
just a little touch of it.
just a little touch is enough.
I gotta
Um, I,
find out what goes good with chocolate though. I gotta really look more into chocolate because that's one thing I never really thought of getting into.
Chocolate is a beautiful morph. I think it's underrated. Those tones, I know it looks very similar to normal, but those tones on the really high expression chocolates are just so velvet. It's so beautiful. It's not dark velvet like black pastel is. It's almost just like its own wavelength of velvet coloration, and it mixed with other pattern morphs, I think can really bring it out.
Okay. Yeah, see, that's something I'm going to have to learn more about with it. Maybe I'll end up hitting you up on it since you're working with it too, and bounce ideas off of you once she's up and ready to go for breeding and all that good stuff. C Bliss 22, thanks for tuning in. New face. She says, or they say hi, Sarah.
Yeah, that would be my Auntie Linda. Hello, how are you?
Forward motion, what's up? Sean, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. And Kent says, I failed on the link. Shout out. I think GP Snakes dropped it. You tried, Kent. You tried. Is
A for
Gershon?
effort.
I didn't even see Gershon pop up in the thing.
I did forget to mention that my husband's favorite morph, in which we do have a little bit of, is bamboo. My husband hopes to incorporate more bamboo into our projects. Right now, we actually have a bamboo pin and one of her babies left, which is a bamboo pin Pos Gold Blush. And she's actually been commented on by Triforce Morphs as being absolutely stunning.
No. So
So
Triforce
gold.
Morphs is actually going to be on next week.
I did see that.
Yep, John and Christina are going to be on next week. Forward motion says Orange Dream and Chocolate go well. Spot Nose and Chocolate are allelic. All right, that's good to know because I've got Spot Nose in the collection as well. So that's good to know.
Some chocolate spot nose clowns would probably be fantastic.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I had a slight brain fart there for a second. Danny, what's up with the face? Oh. Because of the Ultramel thing. Okay, I was gonna say I got the snake from you, dude. You can't be throwing up over a snake you made. But it's the Ultramel everything. Okay, I got you. Makes all perfect sense now. What's up, Angel? Thanks for tuning in. Jeremy, can I do this? Can you do what? Kent, I don't know what you're trying to do. I mean, there are moderators, Kent. Gosh darn it. There should be. Hold on. Oh, this is how you know it's alive, everybody. You got.
Gotta roll with it.
Let's see. Kent, there's people that are blue. Danny's not blue, though. I'm going to make Danny blue, even though he won't do anything with it anyway. But now that might have been a bad thing because now Danny's going to like report you, Kent, or something like that. But yeah, Kent, I think. Wait, where are you at, Kent? Yeah, you're blue, Kent. So you should be able. Nathan's not blue either. Nathan, I'm going to make you blue too. Can't have Danny blue and you not blue. And Angel's not blue either. So we'll make Angel blue. All right. I think we're good. Eric's not blue. Man, I really need to go back and like just make everybody blue after I do these videos. Anyway, completely sidetracked. I apologize.
Don't worry about it. You're all good.
Nathan, now you're all blue. Danny, you can be yellow if you get a membership and join the group, and then you get a cute little Warfels Morphs yellow logo that changes every month you're a member, dude. Every month it'll change colors.
Gotta support that ultrasound fund. Come on, man.
Exactly, Danny. You're supposed to be my friend and my mentor, Danny. One of them. You should try to support me a little bit more. Oh, what did I do? So are there any, other than Pied, are there any other recessives that you're looking into, like working with, that you want to do?
So we're just getting into the clown project. We're just starting out. We bought a pastel yellow belly pied that's Posset Clown and Posset TSK Xanthic. We will also
Oh,
be working
oh,
with
did you hear
TSK
that,
Xanthic
everybody?
as well.
Did you just hear that? TSK Exantic. All right, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I love TSK Xanthic. Everybody loves VPI because it's so clean, it's so pure, but I love how messy TSK Xanthic can be. It's a little more pixelated, but the color I think contrasts a little bit more, and
Mhm.
it's just absolutely lovely. And I personally want to work with that line of Xanthic over any other.
Yes, yes. I mean, there's good and bad of all of them. I look at all the stuff that John Daig works with, and I'm sorry, but that is by far the best TSK. That's the best looking Exantic stuff I've ever seen in my life. I've not seen VPIs look that nice or anything. Yeah. Anyway.
There's just something beautiful about TSK Xanthic. Can't get over it. Need to
There
have it.
is. There is, yes. You hear that, everybody. You need that. Danny, you need to get rid of the VPI and get TSK stuff. Okay, see, Danny says that. I think they all brown out there to an extent. It's just a matter. You got to find the right genes to brighten it up. Because
For
Danny
sure.
hatched out. Danny's got some nice, and I hate to say it, but he's got some really nice VPI stuff. And I was really jealous of the VPI Exantic Clown he hatched this season. That thing was just gorgeous, and I was excited that I actually got to see it while it was still like in the egg.
I
But
think
things,
Firefly has really make I don't know what it is about Firefly, but Firefly seems to make Xanthic pop, and
yes,
especially mix it with the clown morph. It just seems to make such a contrast. And by itself, Firefly doesn't seem, all that outstanding, but mix it into Xanthic and it really shines.
yeah. Fire's a good one to throw into Exantic. Pastel's a must with Exantic, and then DG, of course. I mean, you had to throw DG into it. Like, if you haven't seen it, look at Ozzy's Instagram and look at his DG Exantic Bumblebee. That thing is phenomenal. Like, absolutely, my jaw dropped because I think Kai even somebody sent me the picture. I think it was maybe Kai.
I
Um,
can't wait to get into DG. It's
uh, I've got some actually two clutches, one from last year and one from this year growing up. Um, I don't have any Exantic stuff growing up from this year. Everything's from last year, which the one girl, she's breeding this year, and she was last season's baby holdback. So
ooh,
this year we're going for the double visual Exantic clouds. So fingers crossed that she gets it done because I mean she just is a beast when it comes to eating.
I pray that that's what the first thing that comes out for you.
Well, see, but how about do it in the middle? If it comes out first, I'll be fainted on the floor, and everybody's gonna be left with like I'll be in the hospital, and we'll never get to see the rest of the egg cutting. Midway, we'll go with midway. I'll be satisfied.
All right, fine. But if it does come out on the first one, I'll take over the rest.
All right, that works. Yeah, I'm definitely if I well, even when I hit my first Exantic, it's a no-brainer. I will probably be as giddy as a schoolgirl and like geeking out and just doing a happy dance. Um, I'm ready to make because everybody else has made actual Exantics, and I'm the one that's always like Exantic this, Exantic that. I've not made a visual Exantic yet, so I feel like I'm false advertising.
No false advertising, just dreams, big dreams.
That's true. That's true. Super vanilla Exantic. That would probably be pretty cool, Angel. I've
I wonder
told.
if it would be sharp or creamy.
I don't know. It'd be an interesting combo to see. I know I told Danny, and he gets on my butt about it, but I want to make the first Exantic Batman and call it the Penguin, just because he hates stupid names. So I'm out to make the Exantic Batman and call it the Penguin, just that way Danny has to call it a Penguin too.
Well, if it was clown Xanthic, it would have to be the Joker.
No, no, because I think isn't no wait, the Scarecrow is the banana Batman. You see, it has if the clown Exantic has to be the Penguin because of the black and white. What could the I don't know what the Joker would be. We'll have to figure that one out. I don't know.
It'll take some time, but we'll get it
Yeah,
done.
it would take some time. I'm sure Danny's gonna beat me to it because he's already got the visual anyway growing up.
Maybe
So
Monsoon.
monsoon would be nuts. What's up,
Have
Glenn?
all
Thanks
that
for tuning
pattern
in.
with black and white.
If see, I want to do because I'm going to be getting acid into the collection hopefully next season. I want to make and all right, I have to think about how this order goes. Acid, bumblebee, leopard, and then throw Xantic into it because that makes basically an almost I don't want to say all yellow. It's like an off yellow color. Um, but it's like all off yellow and it's very spotted like a monsoon almost. Only
Mm-hmm.
it's more actual spots. Then you throw Xantic into it. I'm gonna think it's gonna make it look like an actual snow leopard, like the actual cat. I think that'd just be a really neat combo. So I'm on that vision for my Xantic as well.
No, that would be really nice. I mean, something without banana in it that still looks like a snow leopard after everything would be epic.
Yeah. Did anyone make GHI Batman yet? Ooh, that'd be neat looking. I don't know, Danny. I've never heard of one. I've never seen one.
I'll have
That'd
to
be
look on Morph Market after this.
yeah. I know I was looking up because I saw a video this weekend from Dave Kaufman, and it got my mind was blown with the one snake he showed off, and it really got me thinking. It's like, all right, I need to get me some black pastel and some special, and mix it in together and throw it in the clown stuff. Basically, go for the Pompeii project, but I saw something. This snake was better than the Pompeii. It definitely blew the Pompeii away, in my opinion.
I love all the new combos that are coming out. There's almost more than I can keep up with.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can't. It's yeah. There's way too many. It's like all the genes. You can't keep up with all the genes anyway. So it's like you kind of gotta just run with it. Guess I can name it. You could call it. Well, is it? Well, you could call it like the Nightmare Batman because wasn't there like the evil Batman and he was like the Nightmare Batman? I don't know. But yes, Danny, go ahead and name it, dude. Because you have to call the Xantic Batman the Penguin, so you can name the GHI one.
Could name it Robin or Catwoman if it's female.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Danny, call it the donkey. The donkey, dude. You already laid claim to you wanted to call the coolest clown combo out there the donkey. There you go. Yep. Look. Oh shoot. Anyway. Oh, Danny, you're a hoot, dude. I love you, bro. Thomas, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Poison Ivy has bamboo. Okay. That would actually be neat.
A bamboo Batman.
Yeah, that would be neat. Good thinking, Phil. See, we're gonna have all these Batman combos named out, and not one of us is gonna be able to produce it to actually name it. Just about everybody, mainly. Just about everybody. John and Christine, what's going on? We were just talking about you guys. Which, like I said, everybody, they will be on the show next Sunday. So make sure you do not forget to tune in for that. And also, all of Sarah's social media info will be in the description down below. So make sure you check all of her social media out. And don't forget to hit that like button for me and hit that subscribe button for me as well. I greatly appreciate all the support.
Do it or else.
Yes, do it. Do it now. I'd go through my whole Arnold spiel, but I'm not going to make myself look like too much of an idiot tonight.
Yeah, we'd have to find a snake named Chopper.
It was all good. It was all good, guys. All good. All right. So you've got a new gene that you're working with. Tell us a little bit about it, and then let's show it off.
Yeah, of course. So the new gene is called Taranja. Like I said, during COVID, we expanded into our collection, and one of the things that we did was we reached out to FNR Reptiles, Freak Newt, and we bought 3 snakes from him. We bought 2 panthers that are het piebald, and then lastly, we got into the Taranja gene. Now, the Taranja gene is new to the U.S. We're the only ones that have this gene. It is a color gene, but it also works into the alien eyes. It provides an overall amber coloration,
Okay.
and it strips away at the alien eyes. So it's an amazing gene.
Oh, sweet.
Let me see if I can
No.
put
Ooh, look at that.
it. So this is the what we have left of our clutch. This is what we call a sundae, and he is a banana taranja that and chocolate combination. And he is the last one we have left from the clutch.
You said that it does stuff with the alien heads.
Yes, it largely strips away at the alien eyes. This guy still has most of his alien eyes, and I think that's because other genes are at play in here. But it on a regular Taranja, a base gene Taranja, those alien eyes will be stripped away. It'll almost look granite-like with the pattern.
Oh, okay. All right. That's really cool.
I'll keep him over here with us while we talk for a little while.
And you had said something about a panther. What's the panther? I've never heard of the panther.
So the panther gene is also created by FNR Reptiles. It's a darkening gene. We actually have a clutch in the incubator right now for the panther. It's overall a darkening gene, but it's also characterized by a little circle behind the head, right in the neck stamp is usually where it can be found. It is known for making great combinations. One of the combinations that I'm working toward is actually called a strachey. Strachey is a combination of banana, pastel, panther, and piebald. And it actually looks like your snow leopard, but with a little bit more coloration. I
Okay.
like it cookies and cream almost.
Ooh, okay. That's cool. Taraja like the grapefruit. Maybe Elaine or Alan, maybe. I don't know much about grapefruit, but possibly if there's a Taranja grapefruit.
I know that the female that we had before it sold, the she was just chocolate in Taranja, and I will say she had a definitely I described it as salmon during the show, but definitely close to grapefruit coloration inside the alien head. So I definitely agree there.
Oh, okay. Will says he thinks Panther is similar to Sandblast. Okay.
Yeah, the panther gene is still a little new for me. I'm still learning a lot about it. For the animals that I do have that have the panther gene, they have almost like a Sharpie effect around their alien eyes and on their dorsal. It's really black like a Sharpie. It's really beautiful.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, that's how you say grapefruit in Spanish. All right. See, I got it. I learned something new again. Like I said, always learning something new.
It's amazing.
I said, freak, freak something new. It new. I don't know. I can't pronounce that. Freak, niet,
Freak Newt and
freak,
Dave Palumbo.
and Dave Palumbo. Yeah, I knew the Palumbo part, but work it hard. Okay.
Let's see if I can show you this girl here. She's our Mayflower, which has panther gene in it. And you can see that Sharpie patterning,
Yeah, it's
right?
got that sharp outline on it.
Yeah, and that's the panther gene talking in her.
All right, that's pretty cool. See, I like the stuff that brings out the blacks and stuff in it.
Well, the panther gene is definitely one to do that for sure. And if it has any light colors in it, it's definitely going to show a sharp contrast.
Okay. To show off some more stuff, Sarah. Everybody likes to see snakes.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure.
Whatever you want to show off.
So I actually want to show off this girl. She's our first holdback ever. She is a black pastel banana that is piebald, and she's actually our very first pied. And she's looking like a little spicy, so I think I'll put her down. Attacking the camera, unfortunately.
Reminds me of Danny filming his one snake, and when it struck at him, like he jumped like 6 feet back from it.
You know, if it was me and not the camera, I'd be jumping 6 feet back as well.
It was a great video because we all busted his balls on it after we realized how like he really flinched on it, which I would have done the same thing. I'm not gonna lie, but it was just funny because it's Danny.
Well, Danny seems to be doing a lot of fun stuff.
Danny is a freaking blast. Danny definitely makes the party alive, which is going to be even more fun because I'm vending right beside Danny this year. So, or at the next show. So it's going to be a blast.
That's funny. You already know who you're vending next to. I know we'll be at the Gettysburg show as well on the 12th, and I have no idea who I'm going to be next to. I was next to a friend at the last show, but we didn't find out until we were setting up right then and there. I think his name was Eddie Tees.
Oh, okay. The only reason I know I'm set up next to Danny is because at the last show, I gave Danny $50. I said, hey, go and add a table to your group so that way I'm at least sitting next to somebody I know. So I kind of cheated.
That's the way to do
it.
I wanted to show off this guy. This is actually a recent purchase of ours. He is an Enchi Fire that is double het clown pied, and I'm hoping to make some beautiful babies with him soon.
Oh, nice. I love Enchi stuff.
We only have 2 Enchis in the collection. The other one is an Enchi Citron that's het pied. We actually got it from somebody who wasn't very familiar with the Citron morph, and we are hoping to make some beautiful babies with her. We haven't quite figured out a pairing for her yet. Hoping to find one that'll be perfect to work with the Citron gene, and she's just a nice bonus at that point.
Okay. See, I just love the Enchi's eye stripes, all that stuff. That thing, she's just gorgeous. I like it. Like it a lot.
Thank you.
Glenn, he's making dumb purchases to add. There's no such thing as a dumb purchase, Glenn. Just think it through, bro. Just think it through.
Well, if you want to make some dumb purchases, that Sunday is on sale, and it's on sale for tonight. It's got the last night of his sale, so come make some dumb purchases with me.
There you go, guys. There you go. The Sunday is for sale if anybody's interested. Anything else you want to show off, Sarah?
You know, today was feeding day. I'm not quite sure who I should show off, but let me see. What else do I have? I know that I know it's simple, but this is also one of our first babies. And like I said, we're still new breeders, so some simple things have to come around, but this is a nice albino pied that we just hatched. Definitely want to show off that white, beautiful head. The colorations came out really nice with this clutch.
Very nice.
Haven't quite sexed them yet. We were waiting for them all to shed out to do the clutch pick and do the gender reveal, but can't not appreciate those colors and patterns.
No, that's a nice one. That's very beautiful. Kingdom got their first Exantic at the silent auction, and it's TSK. All right, Kingdom, welcome to the club.
Welcome, everybody.
Danny, I like the new Kool-Aid gene. Oh, Danny.
Isn't every gene like a Kool-Aid gene eventually?
Yeah, well, see, every gene that almost everything to Danny is bird food. So unless it's something like 6 genes and a visual 2 gene recessive, it's bird food.
I will show off our TSK Xanthic since it's been a highlight of the talk of the night. She's a
There we
nice, just plain visual TSK Xanthic, but you know, you gotta start somewhere.
exactly. And I mean, Xanthics never show up great on camera anyway. So, but if you know what you're looking at, then you get your eyes just automatically change it to how it really looks. Now,
Yeah,
very, very nice. I love the white outlines that they get around the alien heads.
yeah, it's very nice. And with the grays, I hope she continues to gray out because then that would just make her even more fantastic.
Phil says he thinks you got emerald from him.
That's finger snakes, correct?
Yep.
Yes, definitely did. She is growing amazingly. Let me see if I can get her out. Move my Sphinx cat out of the way. She just
John,
ate today.
we tried to get the thing to flip for her, and it's not working right. So it is what it is. The show must go on.
Unfortunately, I think it's because I'm using my cell phone instead of a laptop at this time. And so I apologize, guys.
It's all good. It's all good.
So there is Emerald in all her glory, growing up nice. I think if I remember, she was black pewter, bamboo. That was Posset lavender.
How many shows ago did you get that from Phil? Because I might have been there hanging out with him when you got that. Maybe
Yes,
that's
you
when
were
we
there.
met. That was when we
That was
met
when
then.
we met.
Okay. My memory sucks. I won't deny it.
No, that's okay. It takes practice.
Yeah, my brain definitely needs lots of practice. Trust me. Now there was something I just saw. Let me find it here. Um, where did it go? Where did it go? Um. Will says wants to know if you can show off the Taranjas from Freak.
Oh yeah, I could definitely do that. I really should have done that the first time. Um,
I didn't think of it. I'm not gonna lie.
we name all our snakes that we keep, and this one's name is Carnell. He proved out to be super with our clutch, so that was amazing. He is a banana super Taranja, and he actually came with a paradox as well. Let me see.
I mean, I see with what you're saying about with what it does with the alien heads now. Okay.
Yeah, he definitely has like no alien heads, just a couple dots here and there. Let me see if I can turn him around. I'd like to show off that paradox if you'd let me. There you go.
Yep, there we see it. Very nice.
Yeah, he's a good boy. We just paired him with a normal so that we can get some single gene Taranjas, and we do have a wait list for that as well. Hoping to get some single gene females out there for everybody. Probably not going to be any holdbacks for us. We just kind of want to share the Taranja gene with everybody.
Nice, nice. Very beautiful. I like the paradox. I really do. Paradox stuff is cool.
It was great that when we first got him, we didn't know that he had a paradox with him. So when I pulled him out of the tub and saw the paradox, I was like, bonus.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. I would have been doing a happy dance with that one.
It was Christmas, I swear.
I bet. I bet. Mainly, has my TSK been refusing meals? Just curious. When her last meal was, what are you feeding? Just curious. All right, so I've got my pastel TSK girl is off food, but she's got decent sized follicles. I'm gonna say she's probably halfway to ovulation at this point, as far as follicle size. My problem is with her is that my DG male all of a sudden decided he doesn't want to lock up with her. He locked up with her one time, like a couple weeks after I got her. He locked up with her, and he hasn't touched her since that I've seen. So that part's got me slightly aggravated because she's building follicles quick.
Bad
So
first
she's
date.
Oh yeah, he must have been a one pump chump or something. She said enough of this crap. Um, my other SK girl that's breeder size, she's pounding food like crazy. My OD Exantic, she's been hit and miss. It seems like after she's locked up with the male, she pounds food for like 2 weeks and then she goes off food for a week or two. And yeah, she's just kind of being a headache. But my double het Exantic clown female, she's just a beast. And I bet you if I would double feed her, she would double feed right off the start. So she's just a beast when it comes to eating. So I'm up and down as far as how everything's eating, but the breeder girls, all I feed them is medium rats. The other girls are getting small rats at this point. So hopefully that it probably doesn't help you at all, but it kind of answers your question. I'm all over the place like usual.
I know my TSK female, she's eating regularly, no problems and she's still small, so she's just taking weaned rats every other Sunday right now.
Okay. And see, that's all I do. I feed every other week. Now, if I have somebody that doesn't eat, of course, the girls that are breeding or that, are working on that breeding size, they're of course going to get the extra meals. And if they don't want it, the carpets get it. Xena is always willing to help out when it comes to eating any leftovers.
We call those the garbage cans.
Well, they just now decided to be the garbage cans. Before, they would only eat frozen thawed mice. It wasn't until this year, after the breeders barbecue, that I got them or that Chris actually from B&S Reptilia helped me get them to start eating rats. So thank you, Chris, on that one. So Chris helped me with making them garbage disposals.
Wonderful.
Forward motion, I actually popped him, and I mean everything seems fine. So I don't know. I'm just chalking it up as it was a fluke. They locked up. He had a good time, maybe. And, it's still early in the season. I'm just kind of on that thing where if she gets, depending on how much bigger she gets, if he goes another month or two and doesn't actually lock up with her by, let's see, this is October. So if he doesn't lock up with her this month or in November when I pair him up, I'm going to throw somebody else in there just to at least make sure she doesn't reabsorb. Because when I palpated her, I felt, what was it, 9 or 10 follicles. So I definitely don't want to lose a clutch that size, but I'd rather them be double het DG Exantic than just single het something. Or single het Exantic. I'd rather have the double het of one way, shape, or form. No, that's still the Tarandra, right? That you have?
Actually, this is I was saying, speaking of going on fast, this boy went on a fast for almost a year. This is actually the our black pastel banana het pied boy. He is the father of that black pastel banana pied female that we showed earlier that was striking the camera. He went on for almost a year no eating. He finally started to eat again. I'm really proud of him.
I had one do the same thing. He went almost the whole year. And I was like, good grief, dude. Come on. I love the speckling on him. Show him off again once. I love how like the bananas get all the speckling and he's almost got like lines of it. I really like it.
Yeah, he has a lot of speckling, a lot more compared to that Super Taranja, which we think that Super Taranja takes away some of the speckling from banana, which can be actually very popular with people, but I'm a fan of freckles in my opinion. So he definitely, ticks that box for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I like seeing the freckles. I don't like seeing a whole bunch of freckles, but at the same token, I made the banana GHI Mojave that I held back. I would have liked to have seen a lot of black freckling going on with her, but of course, Mojave helps negate all the freckles. She's got a couple scales that have a couple specks on them. That's it. Like no one solid scale is black. They might have a couple specks on one scale here and another there. It's just kind of all over the place.
Just a little here and there.
Yeah. And so I can show her off real quick. I'll get her real quick. What's up, Straight Blast? Thanks for tuning in. Let me flip flop the screens here real quick. I love this. Oh, where is she? Watch me get bit. Don't fight, don't fight. You're good. Aha.
Be in a good mood. Oh,
GHI
wow.
Mojave banana. And there you can wait. There you can see the one scale. It's got a couple black specks on it, but not a full scale. Just got a couple of those all over.
I love that. That is absolutely gorgeous.
But she was one that I was gonna sell. I decided to keep her. I've had a lot of people want to take her off my hands though.
How could you not want to take her off your hands? Look at that.
I say she's beautiful. She eats like crazy too. Get back in there. All right. And now Xena thinks she's gonna get fed. All right, let's see here. Are there any other species that you keep that you want to work with?
No, we're gonna stay primarily with ball pythons. We thought about getting into geckos, but that was a no-go. We have a king snake, but he's just a pet, so we're gonna stick with the ball python family for now. I do have a relative that is working with bloods, so if you are interested in bloods or want to learn more about bloods, I could definitely hook you up with her. Her name is Heather Schatz. She is getting her collection together now to start breeding. But for us, we're going to stick with the ball python family.
Gotcha. That'd be cool to probably have. You'll have to send me her info or have her get a hold of me, and maybe we can get her on the show next season or for next year. I want to start expanding out to other species. I know I had Chris from BNS Reptilia. He works with bloods and Sumatrans too. I've had him on, which Chris, we got to have you back on again. I'm actually planning on doing a kind of like what Adam did with, having whoever had been guests on previously, having, if any of you guys want to come back on one night in December, I'm going to try to do that. But I gotta wait to see if my big Christmas surprise for you, if the big guest, I gotta see what date they pick if they do agree to come on, because this guest is well worth to keep the schedule open for a whole month for them to have their pick. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you guys, once you guys find out who it is, one way or the other, you'll either find out who it is or who I was trying to get. But I'm really excited for it. So what's up, Chad? Thanks for tuning in. John says he's looking into getting bloods at some point. I had a blood python. She was beautiful. 6 foot long, 26 pounds, big red blood python, big puppy dog too. Nothing like the stereotype that they get with being mean, evil, snappy little sausages. Absolutely freaking awesome snakes.
It's almost like getting a gaboon viper without the venom.
Yeah. They're beautiful. They're just odd because they're so chunky. There's not enough length for the chunkiness. But they're funny to look. They're funny. They're awesome. I do love the colors. I really do, especially the Sumatrans. Let's see here. All right. Now with your king snake, are you planning, are you going to use them as this kind of sounds bad, but it's essentially what a lot of people do, as a disposal unit for any of the deformed babies that don't make it, that type of deal? or you have no plans on doing anything like that with them?
We actually have already done that with him. We
Okay.
unfortunately, out of our normal clutch, did have one with a defect. We feel that it's okay because that's natural for a king snake to be able to eat other snakes. So for our deformed pythons, instead of, if we can help it, we would prefer it to go to the king snake rather than cull it by other means. We just think that that would be the most natural way to go, and
Yeah.
honestly, it's a almost healthy recycling.
Yeah, that's how I. It's actually the one reason why I want to get a king snake. Not only I think they're cool. I want to get a California king, but that's just one thing that I want. I've always wanted one for some reason. I just hope I don't get one that likes to musk the living crap out of you, because that's something that's not going to go well over here. Do not like that kind of stuff. But I do want to get a California king at some point, just to have as a pet, and just to, for that reason.
Yeah,
Refresh.
we actually have a California king. That is what we do have, and she's very nice. Her name's Kingsley. She doesn't musk, thank God for that. But what she is a poor hunter. Do you have to keep that in mind. I don't know if that's just her or king snakes in general, but she is an absolutely poor hunter.
See, all the videos I've seen of king snakes, normally they're trying to eat their owners, like eating thumbs and stuff like that, and they're just not smart enough to realize it's not food. Um, so I thought maybe, I've kind of started building that stereotype that king snakes just want to eat anything and everything.
Well, she definitely gets excited when you open the cage door. The thing is that she misses a lot.
Tammy says she loves her California king. She hasn't musked in forever. She's at least 19 years old. Wow.
Oh, congrats on that baby.
That's an old girl there. Beautiful. She's probably beautiful though. I don't know. I love the black and white colors with them. It's probably partially colorblind. Part of the reason why I like stuff like that so much. Because a bunch of people chipped in to get me colorblind glasses, which sadly didn't work. Um, it really like screwed up the colors even more for me. So
Oh.
yeah, it, yeah, it was weird. We all joked that they were gonna make me not like Exantic anymore. It actually made Exantic look even better, but Exantic looks even just as awesome without them now. But it was making grass look like a grayish blue color, and it was pulling some really weird things.
Like, don't
Wayne
think
says
that's what grass is supposed to look like.
yeah, yeah. It's like I see. It's like the grass looks better without these. But Wayne says there's only 21 likes. Everybody, hit that like button. Come on, hit it, please.
I
Touch
know, don't you
all
like
the.
it?
I mean, yeah, hit the like button for Sarah, for crying out loud. Come on, everybody, quit slacking. Get them likes up, and because it helps the video get out into the algorithm and all that good stuff. Wayne says refresh your feed, or Kent says refresh your feed. God, it's too early to be doing this. Taylor says they're just always hungry. I removed the lid to her enclosure. The signal isn't getting fed. Oh, okay, okay. See, that was one like. There's some snakes that seem very smart. Like carpets are smart. Um, Ball pythons are kind of like they're not very smart. I'll put it that way.
Hit
Carpets,
or
they
miss.
like I look at a ball python and they just seem kind of like happy-go-lucky, like they don't really care. Carpets, like Xena there, I'm surprised she's not posted up. She knows exactly what side the food comes in on and all that stuff. And she'll sit there posted up, ready and waiting 9 times out of 10 when she's hungry. Now she did have no, she didn't get a rat this week. That's next week. So I'm actually surprised she isn't uh, posted up, but she also might be coming into breeding, because it's the temperature in snake rooms dropped some, so that coolness is going to kick her into overdrive, and we've got the male ready. Was going to throw him in before the hurricane came, but he's in shed, so I wasn't going to do that before he shed. I'm going to wait till after he sheds and then throw him in. hopefully we can get a carpet clutch on the ground for 2023.
Put it on the table for next Gettysburg.
Exactly. Well, see, I got my brother and sister said I can't speak. I've got my brother and sister Angie and Jeff from Celtic Balls coming up for the barbecue for 4th of July. And I promised to Angie that she gets to have her pick of all the baby carpets, even before I take a pick out. She gets first dibs on everything to take, that way she can pick it, she can take it home with her, and she can love it the whole way home and pick, hold the stake, pick radio stations for Jeff, all that good stuff. So I want to get these babies on the ground so that way they're here for her to take home.
It's always nice when family can pick favorites.
It is. It is. I love Angie and Jeff. They're great. They're literally like my brother and sister. That's how I view them. Anyway, let's get into other stuff here. What are you keeping your snakes in? Racks, PVC racks, like ARS stuff? What are you working with?
So for the hatchling rack, we have some sea serpents. We bought 2 sea serpents 18 racks. I believe it's 6-quart tubs. And then for our adults and juveniles, we actually have vision racks. We found out that the vision racks were a nice affordable price, and during COVID time they were still having like a 2-week lead time for those rush orders, and actually like 20 days for in general shipping, and they were doing free shipping during the time as well. So we had to jump on that. So we've got 2 11 vision racks for our adults, a nice juvenile vision rack for our males and juveniles, and sea serpents has done us great for our hatchlings.
Okay. Chad wants to know where you're from. You're from Maryland, right? You're a fellow Marylander. So Chad, she's
right
not too far from you.
Well, if he's right outside Baltimore, I'm right in Dundalk, Maryland. That's next to Essex and White Marsh and Rosedale, East Baltimore County. That is the area that I reside. And if you want closer than that, try Greyhaven Townhomes.
So I forget I don't know where Chad's from in Maryland, but I know he's a Marylander. Sister, anytime, girl. I love you guys, and you got first pick. You got first pick, sis. Let's see here. And with Chad, with your thing on how I view as a cellmate, you're supposed to keep that on the DL, dude. DL. Last time I give you Star Wars toys. Good grief, Chad. Way to screw that friendship up.
Just open his mouth and let everything out.
Yeah, way to go, Chad. And last time you get free Star Wars stuff. Anyway, Chad's a big Star Wars fan. At the barbecue I of course, had to show him my man cave that's nothing but Star Wars memorabilia and figures and all that stuff. And I showed him some figures I had. He goes, "Oh, well, I don't have this one. I don't have that one." I was like, "Well, here, pick through this bag." I was like, "Whatever you want, just take, because I've got like multiples of all of this stuff." He goes, "Okay, really?" I said, "Yes." So everybody was giving him a hard time that he left my man cave, which no one else was up there but him and me. He left the man cave with toys, and it became a whole big funny ha-ha thing.
It's funny you guys collect Star Wars. My poppy and we collect Hot Wheels.
Oh, okay. I've got a really, really good friend of mine that's big into Hot Wheels collecting.
Hot Wheels is addictive.
I used to collect Hot Wheels way, way back. Like, God, I would have been like 18. No, it would have been like 20 because I had the Trans Am then.
Nice.
I used to collect all Trans Am and Camaro stuff, but I even had everybody kicks me in the butt because I had the original 1967 Camaro treasure hunt.
Ooh.
Yeah, I had one of those. It was I learned a valuable lesson that day. You don't just bid on things on eBay to say that you've bid on them unless you're really actually prepared to end up winning them. And needless to say, I ended up winning this $300 some Hot Wheels treasure hunt car. I really didn't need. It was cool that say that I had it, but I ended up selling it, made a little bit of profit. But I was also informed that it's a lot more expensive now to buy, so I should have held on to it.
Yeah, for sure. They only get value with age.
That's true. Straight Blast, am I into Star Wars tabletop games? I don't have any tabletop games, in all honesty. Everything I have is just figures, helmets, some lightsabers. I have an awful lot of autograph stuff, autographed pictures, and like I got figures and stuff autographed as well. So yeah, that's mainly everything I collect. A lot of the other odds and ends stuff, it's in the man cave or in the closet, walk-in closet of the man cave. Is where I keep a lot of the other stuff. But Nathan, Chris didn't see it too. What's up, Ray? Thanks for tuning in, bro. Glad you're all right as well, Ray. Glad that the that hurricane missed you guys. So, all right, let's get back into this. Let's find out more about you. What are some of the genes you want to add, Sarah, to your collection to get your projects moving forward? And even some of your projects that you're in, where do you want to take them in the future?
So we've definitely had some dreams with the ball pythons. I will say the first big thing that we're gonna work toward, you talking about the naming aspect of things. We want to make a bamboo panda.
Oh,
We know that it probably won't look like much. It probably look like a regular panda, but you have to put the names together.
well, you don't know until you do it, though. Either it might come up with something out of this world too, because no one may have thought of it.
Yeah, that was the very first gene combination that we decided we had to make. So that's why we picked up that beautiful black pewter bamboo from Finger Snakes. Um, we are currently working on making our hopefully first pandas by next year, because our black pastel pied female is at around 1,200 grams. So she's hopefully going to be ready to go next year. That is our main work. I know that my husband was interested in getting into the acid projects as well. Financially, we aren't able to do that, but I'm hoping next year or maybe the year after we can get into some acid and desert ghosts with pied combinations.
Nice.
Yeah, the more that we can work into pied, especially, some of the genes that haven't been worked with in a while would be nice. I know I wish I could get my hands on whitewash. It's
White.
almost like whitewash doesn't exist anymore, but it used to be around back when I first was looking into ball pythons. The combination.
What does it? What is it? What does it do? I've never heard of whitewash.
So whitewash is a recessive gene, but it almost looks like somebody took an erase board, the eraser on a oh my goodness, my brain just blanked out, on like a chalkboard, and like partially erased whatever you wrote on it. So it's like your pattern's there, then there's some pixelation, like dusty pixelation, and then it's pure white.
Oh. Oh, I've never heard of that. That'd be neat to
Yeah.
see.
I can't find whitewash anymore, but I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled, and if I find whitewash again, I'm gonna get myself some whitewash and get into that project. I know that it would go good with high pattern morphs, so I'd probably want to include it in leopard. Maybe do it with
Exantic. Exantic.
Well, you don't want to do it with Xanthic because whitewash already is supposed to have that white and then black contrast pattern. It's supposed to do that for you. So I kind of think that as you work with it, it might make like it look like its own paradoxes on a snake.
Okay. Or
So
emergency whitewash is super rare.
yeah, I think it used to be more common a couple of years ago, but it's definitely fallen off. And I would like to bring it back personally if I could ever find it again.
Nice. Heads and Tails, thank you for becoming the next newest member to our little YouTube Patreon thing.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. And I was talking to John here. What was it, John? Friday night, Saturday night. I'm going to be doing the members only live. I'm going to figure out a time this Saturday, and I'll post a link where we can actually do like a video chat like this, basically. Excuse me. And just talk, hang out. If you guys have any questions, want to talk about anything, work out plans for breeding pairings or anything like that, we're just going to go through, have a good time, and hang out. John's Saturday is perfect. Awesome, John. Awesome. Gershon, what's up, bro? Thanks for tuning in. So, all right. Sounds good, dude. Thank you. Let's see here. Is there any other genes you want to add other than that, other than whitewash, or is that basically the big main one you want to add?
No, that's one that I personally want to add. As my husband and I get together we'll have to get together and decide what we want to work with as we grow in this business. We definitely want to turn this into a business, so we're gonna grab up every gene that we can possibly get for sure. I would like to work with the hurricane and monsoon genes.
Oh yes, monsoon,
Yeah.
100%.
And I just think that would look spectacular with piebald, especially if the monsoon can keep up the pattern. I know piebald tends to mess with the pattern, but I'm going to look for ways, maybe it might be found in more low white pieds where you can keep that pattern and have a nice crisp pattern that goes against that piebald.
Okay. Nathan, to answer your question, bro, if you look underneath, hold on, let me pull up all right. If you see where we're talking, and this is really weird to look at this screen because it's like all delayed. Usually you'll see a join button, analytic, and join button, and then next to analytics. Maybe it doesn't show up on your end like that, but there's a join button down there underneath the main screen. Just click that join button, bro, and it will allow you to pick which membership you want. There's 3 different ones. And look at it this way, Nathan. If you do it, not that you really need to do it, because if whatever shirts I get done up from you, you can just make one for yourself anyway. But you get a free shirt. No, it's not a super chat, Nathan. You have to click the join button, and that'll do it. Actually, now I can't do it this easy. Jaffe, what's going on? Wait, there's Jaffe. What's going on, Jaffe? Good to see you, bro. No join button on yours. All right. Hold on. We're gonna figure this out real quick. This is probably going to. Oh wait. All right. I can't do it that way. 1 second. Sorry, Sarah. I'm sorry.
Take your time. I'm not going anywhere.
Let's see here. I gotta find this. Go to my other YouTube account. Gotta turn the Wi-Fi back on because no Wi-Fi down here sucks. All right, let's see here.
We put our lives on the line, putting violent criminals behind bars. But John Fetterman's working against us. He brags about getting as many felons out of prison as possible.
Let's see here. What the world? Oh, here, my phone's doing weird things.
Wish technology would be our friend tonight.
Yeah, I'm trying. Well, how does that? I wonder what the world is going on. I wonder why it's. Heads and Tails, how did you do it? Because it's not even. If you, oh, if you back out of the, but I'm not even in the chat. Maybe it knows that this is, I can't join my own thing from another thing. Maybe that's why I don't see it. All right, Nathan, do this. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's not even there yet. All right, Nathan, I'm going to be honest with you. I just thought there was a join button for everybody. I see. Okay, Gershon says he sees the join button on his. It's in the text bar. I don't see a join button on mine, though. I'm not going to lie either. Interesting. I don't know.
Perhaps you can join after the show?
Yeah, perhaps. Eric, what's up? Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, technology hates me. I'm not going to lie. Eric, what's up? Yeah. So, yeah. The join button was on my feed for a minute. It's gone now. Huh. You got to click his Warfels. Oh, maybe you actually have to go to the channel, possibly. Oh, wait, that just sounds weird. Yeah, I don't know. That is odd, though, because it should show up. Yeah. Let's see, maybe if it go to this. Yeah, I don't know, dude. We'll have to figure that one out. Super sticker, super chat, that's it. Huh. That's odd. Yeah, I don't know, dude. We'll have to figure that one out. But yeah. So anyway, let's get moving on. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Or first of all, I forgot to do picks of the week. I can't believe it. Like picks of the week. I love picks of the week. Who wants to see picks of the week? Is there some killer stuff for picks of the week, everybody? I'm actually really pleased with the amount of time I got to spend on looking at Instagram this week. All right. This is in no specific order, but it kind of is, if that makes any sense at all. So first up, we've got this stunning pastel super etchy, super asphalt lavender from Billy at Mutation Creation. That thing's stunning looking. The head pattern, it's just freaking amazing. Which, if anybody didn't watch Billy's episode today, he was wearing this guy's shirt, and it brought him some good luck. So make sure you guys check out that episode.
Looks like candy corn.
It kind of does, yeah. Like the colors, it does remind you of candy corn. You're right. I didn't think of that, but you're right. It does look like candy corn. But that's just a wicked looking animal. Yes, heads and tails. Thank you. Smash that like button, everybody. So that is my first pick. All right, let's remove that. Next pick. What's a lot? We've got to have some carpet python stuff. And this is from Riley's Reptiles. Riley was on the show a couple months back, I'm going to say. But this is one of his holdbacks. It's a male Axanthic tiger. That thing's just freaking stunning looking.
I love it. It's so clean and defined.
It is. And his tiger stuff is so striped. It's just a beautiful looking gene. Absolutely beautiful looking animal. Congrats, Riley, on producing that one. But that thing, I always love Axanthic and carpets look so cool. Not that they don't look cool in everything else, but Axanthic and carpets looks really freaking awesome.
Definitely gorgeous.
Next pick is from one of our friends from the Gettysburg Reptile Show, one of my friends as well, Matt from the Ball Python Project, which he produced this thing. This is not pied, folks. It's a black pastel yellow belly trick het clown het pied, but it looks pied. Seeing that thing in person is just out of this world. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Pictures really don't do it justice. It's close to doing justice, but not quite. This thing's just out of this world in person. So Matt, congrats on this snake, bro. Absolutely stunning. I was hoping he'd post pictures of that soon, because I've been wanting to put that up as pick of the week.
Definitely congrats on that.
He had it on display 2 shows ago. I think he had it with him at the Gettysburg show. Well, I know he had it at the show, but I think it's like 2 shows ago. Yeah, Phil and Matt are really, really good friends. They live not too far from one another, I'm pretty sure. But that thing's absolutely stunning. All right, next pick. I actually have a lot of picks this week, guys. I was proud of myself, like I said. I have 2 more picks. This one from my good friend Phil at Finger Snakes with his black pastel Enchi leopard lavender albino. That like the contrast on that thing, and then the shading on the head, where it's like I'm seeing a pinky color. That thing's just freaking off the wall already. I can't imagine when it starts coloring up. But congrats on that one, Phil. That is an awesome looking snake, bro.
It's definitely beautiful. And lavender albino is not one that my husband and I were definitely interested in, but he makes it look very appealing.
Mm-hmm. That thing is just stunning. Gershon, you do need to start posting more pics, dude. We'll get you up here yet too, dude. See, lavender is one thing it hasn't, like, it's not something I don't plan on working anything albino wise here, but I do appreciate seeing it. It's a very, very beautiful combo and gene. All right, last pick. Very last pick. Oh, wait. I've done. Oh, wait. Let me do this. Haha. And this is from iRes Reptiles. And these are Fire Moray combos. So Fire Moray, I'm assuming on the left, to a Fire Moray Stranger on the right. So basically, Monsoon, everybody, Monsoon and Moray are supposed to be the same thing or work together. But those are some stunning snakes there. Gotta say, I kind of like just the Fire Moray more than with the Stranger mixed into it.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. The with the Stranger mixed into it, it almost clutters it too much to where there's no separation to make the contrast pop out there.
Well, the reason you get into those genes is to see the patterns. So, anything that takes away from that pattern almost kind of like takes away from the beauty of it.
Yeah. Now, I'm sure if you threw something else in there, that will probably make that Stranger just go crazy and make it all the, it only takes one gene to make or break a combo. And I think if you add one gene to that, you'll blow it out of the water. You're right, Adam. Those are some serious stuff. They are some serious BPs here tonight. Add leopard or acid. Yes. Leopard or acid would do some very, very awesome things. But that's my picks of the week, everybody. I hope you enjoyed them. I know it was a really tough week to pick stuff. There's an awful lot of stuff I was liking, and it was hard to actually be able to pick them. But there were those few there that just kind of stood out among the crowd.
Well, it's those last end of the year clutches are starting to come in, so everybody's probably saving the best for last.
That's true, yeah. And like for me, not that I have any awesome, amazing combos to post up, but I ran into the problem. I had pictures I wanted to post, but I couldn't post the pictures because the videos didn't drop yet of the clutch cuttings. And I'm one of those people that I don't like revealing what's coming or what, I don't like showing pictures off before the video dropped, because then I think people aren't going to watch the video because they're like, oh, well, we already know what it is. So yeah, I try to not reveal pictures to the public until after the videos drop. Ooh, Phil's got his Grail clutches coming soon. Nice, dude. Nice. Phil, wait. No, never mind. Never mind. Blonde moment there. My bad. Angie, Jim, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in, guys. Great to see you. Great live with your sister last night. I enjoyed that. You guys needed some mom juice, though. It was toned down, but it was still awesome live. I love you guys. It was great seeing you. And we got to talk about the the tumblers. Yes, tumblers. We got to talk about the tumblers once you're ready to start rocking and rolling with them, because I would like to get one. I need one. I'm not gonna lie, I need one from you guys. So, Gershon, same way, Jeremy. Then I forget to post pictures. My problem, Gershon, is I go on this spree like of not. If I don't do it consistently, then I'm like, oh, well, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow, and then I never do it. I think I went like a month almost without posting anything on Instagram, and then this weekend I posted like 3 different things on it. So I'm trying to get myself back into this motivation of posting every day. Now that some of these videos have dropped, I feel like I can now post some of these pictures. Still can't post anything in Clutch 3 yet because that video hasn't dropped. I'm debating what this week's video is going to be as well. It might be Clutch 3's cutting, or it might be Clutch 2's update. I don't know. I got to figure that out. The woes of running a YouTube channel.
Well, don't keep us in the dark for too long.
Well, no, expect like this one, like, all right, you guys want to see one of the awesome babies from Clutch 3?
Yes.
All right. I'll show one baby from Clutch 3. One baby. Now everything in this clutch is Het Clown. And watch me knock this over.
Is that pewter?
This is pewter leopard.
Nice.
But look at that tail pattern.
Wow. I love the way pewters look when they're babies. They have that beautiful gray coloration, and they only start to yellow out as they get older and adults. It's still nice looking as an adults, but I just love how they look as babies.
Yeah. Well, the one baby looks almost exantic, like legit actually looks exantic. And she's going to be up for sale too. This one's staying though. This one is staying. But I just love the crazy pattern she's got.
That dorsal is epic.
And like because last year I produced the same thing, only it's not Het Clown, it's Het DG. And I'll show her or him off quick. Now he has, I don't want to say he started to, he's not as black and gray, but he's getting some unique tones to him.
Oh yeah, that coloration's starting to come out.
Yeah, he's getting some very like a almost like an odium look to him, where he's got like this line of 2 different tones on him.
Okay, I can see that.
But this guy's just pewter leopard Het DG. But he doesn't have that crazy dorsal striping and stuff going on that the other one does. And I think that's because that other one has my the crazy pastel line that's floating around for my Bumblebee Clown. There's a really weird pastel line floating in him, and it just does some really crazy things with pattern. It's like pastel 2.0.
We could definitely use a 2.0 to pastel.
What's that?
We could definitely use a 2.0 to pastel.
Yeah. I'd show off the double het girl. That's double het Exantic Clown, but she's in shed and looks really, really bad right now. But for as old as she is and her size, I don't think I've ever seen a pastel look that nice. So I don't know what line of pastel it is, but it is just, and it, like, the patterns are super crazy on them. The colors are out of this world. Oh, thanks, sister. But anyway, all right, back to you. I'm sorry, Sarah. I'm sorry. I get all excited about stuff sometimes. I'm in a really hyper mood tonight. I don't know why. Might be the coffee I had like really late in the day, possibly. Um. All right. How are you guys selling your babies? Vending, morph market. What's work? What methods work for you best? What are some of your tricks for anybody that's getting ready to start vending or morph market? Anything like that.
So we are having all of our ball pythons on Morph Market, the ones that are ready for sale. But we also did start vending this year. Did the Habit of Grace show to start. We were in the back
That's a good
room.
show.
It was a good show. It was definitely a good start. But I think we'll stick with the bigger shows like Gettysburg. Repticon would be a good one, and eventually might make our way into Hamburg or East and Oaks, Pennsylvania, for that show as well. We're primarily East Coast, so can't go too far.
Yeah.
But we also advertise on Facebook as well. Have had some good use of that in Facebook groups, advertising in the local groups and East Pennsylvania classifieds, Maryland reptiles for rehoming. It is a little more difficult, but it is possible. But I would primarily stay on Morph Market. That is our primary source for selling our ball pythons. And if
Okay.
they aren't moving, the shows are a good backup.
Now, are you only listing certain animals on Morph Market, or do you list everything, no matter how high up on the gene pool it is?
It's if we're willing to let it go, it's up there for sale. So even if we get a say that bamboo panda pie, once we make it, if we make more than one, we don't have a problem putting it up for sale on Morph Market. We love to share what we have, so that's not going to be a problem for us.
Awesome, awesome. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. Gershon. And all right, dude. Yes. Sarah, do you plan on starting a YouTube channel? Because if so, you got to hit Gershon up.
I would definitely love to hit you up. I don't think we'll be starting a YouTube channel at the end of this year. If our breeding plans expand, then maybe I will open up next year or the year after that. For now, I think I would, love to be invited by other YouTube channels and share on other YouTube channels what we have. I just don't think we're big enough yet to have our own YouTube channel.
All right. I'm gonna plug Gershon here, and then my opinion on that as well too. One, Gershon has, and two, he does the thing where it's called Next Up, where like he brings like new people on that are just starting the YouTube channel. It helps get you some traction. So definitely hit him up for that when you decide to do it. He also does a thing called Under 1,000 Podcasts, which is kind of like this basically. And it's just a really good time. It's a really great podcast. So, excuse me. So make sure Gershon hit up Sarah. You guys work that out and get that going because it's a great live. I've been on it 2 times, Gershon. I think we've done it 2 times. One time about the ball pythons, another time about the carpets. But it's a blast. I had a great fun being on live with Gershon. But with what you're saying about your size and too early, let me tell you this. Wait, he's probably gonna tell. See, that's where I was just gonna. I was just going there, Gershon. You beat me to it. You beat me to it. Everybody, I think, likes to see, especially people just coming in, want to see that growth. It makes you more relatable. That like, if you watch from my first channel or my first videos, one of my first videos suck. You probably, if you want a good laugh, go watch those. They really do suck. I'm not gonna lie. Oh yes, that's right. Angie and Jeff, you can be on Ladies of the Night with Angie, and Angie's got a really good live stream on Saturdays. So there you go, Angie. Got yourself another guest there, sis.
I would be honored.
But people like to see that growth. If you would see, like, I started off with 12 snakes, just 12. Now I'm at, I'd have to count. I know I'm over 40 now, probably closer to 50. But it's people like to see that growth. They like the original videos. I mean, there was like it was just. Let's see. I just when I started, everything was up in the man cave still because the snake room wasn't built yet. So it started off up in the man cave, and it was basically just my ARS rack the way it sits now. Like I don't know if you guys can. Basically, I mean that's how it is. Just my 5540 rack. But that's just how it all started. And I think people it makes you a little bit more relatable when you start out like that. That people see, everybody can see the Billies or the Justins, and you have this huge facility and it's lavish and it looks so amazing. But you kind of don't get to see how they got to those points. And I think when you start out early, that's what you get to see. You get to see people building and making those advances through getting to watch their journey. I think that's a big thing that attracts people.
That I think you're right. I mean, I was just a little intimidated by maybe those with the fancier setup and video. It seemed like they know what they're doing, and I was just a little bit afraid of faltering there. So maybe I'll definitely think on it and see if we can't get a YouTube channel set up for DS Royals.
Go and watch my first couple videos, Sarah. I forget. I know it was the first couple because I would do the intros down here in the snake room because I was so hell bent on having them done down here in the snake room. But I didn't have lights really except for a lamp for lighting in here. So I looked almost like Michael Myers standing in the corner. You just see this black, crazy silhouette shape, and it's just like, yeah, it's creepy. It's weird. Definitely have come leaps and bounds from there to where I'm at now. But definitely, think about it. I really don't think you'd regret it. It gets your name out there even more. And it's kind of like a source of record keeping as well, where if someone has a question about the pairing or the clutch, you just send them the link to the video, be like, hey, here you go. This answers everything, all the questions you have. I've done that multiple times. People want to see what the parents look like. Here's really good quality video. I show off the parents at every clutch cutting. Here you go. Check them out. You can see what all the other babies in the clutch look like, all that good stuff. Thanks, Adam. Yes, he agrees. Just share the journey openly. Mine sucked when I started and I had maybe 8 snakes. Crazy how time has flown. Adam, your YouTube channel, dude, has inspired me. Adam's actually the reason why I even have a live stream, because he had me on as a guest, and because I was scared to death, like, to do this, like absolutely petrified. And after being on his live, it's like, you know what? I can do this. Like, this is no problem. I can do this. I can sit here and BS with everybody and just have a good time. But it's all Adam's fault that you all got to deal with me like this every Sunday. So sorry about that.
Well, but thanks, yes, Adam.
Adam's right. Just be open and honest and be you. That's, you just got to be you. That's the big thing.
I think that's manageable. I mean, if I'm gonna be somebody else, then that's not really popular.
People will see right through it. I always, people could be fake, and I'm sure you have some fake people out there on YouTube that are breeders, possibly. I don't know of any, but I'm sure there probably are. But I don't think someone could be fake for 3 hours like I do on a live stream. I just don't think you could really go that long with that act. So you guys know what you're getting here is all me. And like I said, tonight I'm a little hyped up. I'm sorry. It's the coffee. I swear it's probably the coffee. And I still use a cell phone. I still use a cell phone too, Sarah. So don't think you have to have a camera. I still use a cell phone to film. I'm on a webcam now for this, but that's the only time the webcam gets used.
Well, that's good, because I still want to get a picture box just to take good, decent photos of my ball pythons. I still haven't gotten that, so I'm a long way for a good laptop.
I don't have a picture box. I use a ring light, and I've got a piece of black cardboard paper that's got a Warfels Morph sticker on it, and that's it. That's what I use.
Well, you can see the lighting here. I feel like I'd need a little bit more than a ring light.
You'd be surprised what a ring light does. You'd be really surprised. I know I was shocked. I really was. Like, I don't know if we might be able to. Let's see here. Let's make me the same size here quick. Like, oh, that's really bright. But like, you could just see the difference in like what it does color wise for me. I stopped using the ring light since I got the new webcam because certain people like my buddy Nathan were making fun of me for being shiny looking. So I stopped using the ring light during live streams because I didn't want to look shiny.
You don't want to glow.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to glow. What's up, Scooters? Thanks for tuning in. Charlie, what's going on, dude? I don't know if I said hi to you earlier, but what's up, Charlie? That's how Jeremy. Yes, that is. Yes, my 3-hour lives is how I do keep my watch hours very, very high. No, dude, no. Not everybody can do a live stream like how you make live streams flow so easy, dude. You have no idea. You definitely you open up. You and Gershon just have a way about you guys that it invites people in, but then it just makes people comfortable and realize that, it's not as scary as what it may seem. Thanks, John. Appreciate it, bro.
I think that's the big thing is getting comfortable talking on camera. I have anxiety and depression disorder, so that doesn't, come naturally, but having great, interviewers like you, Jeremy, it helps definitely calm nerves and make it a lot easier to talk and open up.
See, you gotta, once you it's scary to think about at first, but once you get on and you just start doing it, it just goes. Let's see here. Oh, wait. I wish someone followed Jeremy after this. I think you mean, John, are you talking about, like, as far as live chat wise, or what are you talking about, bro? Because following me after this, like, normally a lot of times it's like 11 o'clock when I shut this thing down on the East Coast. Granted, you're West Coast, so it's a lot earlier for you. But is that what? Shoot. It's next to the subscriber button. What are we looking for? Angie or Jim? What are we looking for here? Anyway, all right. What the? I got weird noises popping up beside me.
No escapees now, are there?
No. I think Zena's. I don't know what Zena's doing. She's like trying to bury her head underneath her water bowl. All right, you guys are just talking about the join button still. Nathan, are you still looking for that join button, dude? Because everybody's seeing it but you. I think that's funny that everybody sees it, but that's funny. But yes, everybody, if you would like to support the channel, 3 ways to do it. 1, click the join button and pick a membership thing, and each membership has its own perks. That's one way to support it. Super chat, super stickers is another way to do it. All those things, Nathan gave up. All those things are one way to support the channel, and it also goes towards my ultrasound fund. After that, it's just going to get put into feeding the snakes. But I need to get an ultrasound, and I figured YouTube is the best way to fund it. As far as just basically use it as, I'm going to say, like a savings account. So I just thought it was pretty cool because right now I'm in a position where ultrasound's just not feasible to go out and buy at the moment. But I got time to wait. So figured it was just an awesome way to go about doing it. So any of all that stuff goes towards the ultrasound fund. The membership stuff, Phil, thank you, bro. Appreciate it. The membership stuff goes whatever's left over after purchasing the stuff for the t-shirts, the stickers, the keychains, all that fun stuff. What's left over goes to the ultrasound fund then. Jim and Angie, you guys are funny. I love you guys. But Phil, thanks a lot, dude. I greatly appreciate it. John, thank you. Thank you too as well, bro. I greatly appreciate it, you guys.
Thanks,
I
guys.
really it's broken. Yes, guys, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Both of you, as Phil, John. Definitely go, guys, go check them out on Instagram. John has a YouTube channel. Check him out on his YouTube channel as well. Go give those guys love and support. Thank you, guys. I really greatly appreciate it. All right. Let's see here. What are some, like, what are, as far as vending wise? You guys will be seeing me soon anyway. So, you guys will be seeing me next Sunday here. You guys are going to be on the, yeah, you guys are going to be over there. There, yes. Sorry.
Taking my spot.
I was going to say, you guys are going to be over there in the hot seat next week. What are some of the things like you think are very important as far as vending goes? What are some of the tips you have for anybody just starting to vend?
So, professional display I found is key when vending. Definitely get your banners and a decent tablecloth setup. We bought a nice $16 velvety green 8-foot tablecloth. It's something that looks professional. Make sure it's fabric. Another thing is keep yourself organized. Give yourself a show tote. Put all of your supplies in it. Make sure you put extra supplies in it. Tape and pens seem to be highly needed during the show. So make sure you have those items. You use your show tote for your business cards, any setup needs that you have, and even cleaning supplies should be in your show tote.
See, I need business cards. Nathan, we'll talk about business cards. I don't know if maybe I don't need business cards. I've got stickers. I've got the YouTube channel. Do I really need business cards?
Yes.
Do you really think so? I mean, I've got stickers.
Yeah, but even the kids come up and collect business cards as almost like a little fandom. So having all your information on the business cards just adds that little bit more when going and vending at a show.
That's true. That's true. All right, Nathan, we might have to talk about business cards too. Now I've got Nathan on double time here because Nathan he designed my tablecloth. So Nathan, maybe we don't need to have it for this show. We could probably let it slide for this show because I got you doing a bunch of other stuff for me. But thanks, John.
You gotta pay him overtime, Jeremy.
John, you're the greatest, bro. I appreciate it. Adam says get business cards with the QR code with all your links on it. That's actually a good idea. Because I know Chris at Balls Deep said about getting the QR codes put on my tablecloth, but I didn't do that. But Nathan really hooked me up with an awesome tablecloth. So I'm really excited to have that. Hopefully we'll have it by the show, but hoping to
I'm actually jealous of Christine from Triforce Morphs. They have the QR code on their acrylic display, all up in LED lighting.
I love their displays because they've got the green I need. I need to have that green. Because that's just my thing. I gotta have the green if everybody can't tell. But I don't want to feel like I'm copying them at the same time either. So I gotta try to figure out my own little way around it by not copying them, but still getting the green going on with it. Because the second I saw their displays in the green, it's just like Oh, that's it. That's what I need. But anyway, um, oh, there. All right. What do you need there, Angie? We need to get a hold of you too for window decals and shirt designs. Yes, yes. See, this is what I love. I love connecting everybody. It's awesome to watch the community work together. Just message you the card. QR code is okay. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Sure, it'll probably. I've got a bunch of Instagram notifications, so I'm assuming it's probably on there or in there. I'll check it out, dude. Thank you. All right, let's record keeping. Let's talk record keeping. I think that's something that a lot of people really overlook to an extent. How do you go? Are you using any special programs? Are you going about keeping all your records?
So I actually like Reptile Buddy for keeping my records. At first, we didn't have any record keeping, which I know is kind of silly. I think we were writing on paper what we could, but when Reptile Buddy came out, we got into that, and it really clicked for us. We have all of our snakes on there, even our sold and to be sold snakes on there. So I have old records of the snakes that we sold for this year.
Oh, nice.
We have our breeding projects on there, and it has a genetics calculator, so it automatically works in what possible genetics could come out. It also counts the days until your eggs hatch for you, and helps make clutch information a lot easier. So Reptile Buddy is the way to go for us.
Okay, awesome. See, I've never heard of Reptile Buddy. I use Husbandry Pro, and I love Husbandry Pro. Now, granted, you got to pay for it, but it's got a lot of awesome features that I really do like, especially like the feeder count. I love the feeder count. Absolutely awesome stuff.
Yeah, the Reptile Buddy, like they were saying, it's free. And when it comes to putting your feeding information, I mean, you can put in if you medicated that food, how many grams it is, what it is. You can even add on to it. So if you put in something that's not already in the system, you can add it into the system. Like when we got the Taranja gene, the Taranja gene wasn't in Reptile Buddy, so we actually got to add it into Reptile Buddy. Oh my
Oh,
goodness,
okay,
sorry.
sweet. Can you put your sold snakes on Husbandry Pro? What do you mean, Kingdom? As far as I know, like Nathan and I have done it, and I did it with I'm drawing a blank on More Forge. I think that's John. I think John's More Forge too. Anyway, like like when I bought my asphalt, my NG asphalt / yellow belly from Nathan, he sent all that info for that snake to me from his Husbandry Pro to my Husbandry Pro. So I don't know, Nathan, can you still pull up the records for that snake even though you sent it to me? See, I don't know if you can really move it to sold. You can send it to. Okay, John's saying yes, you can mark it sold. Okay. So I know you can send it to who the buyer is.
Yeah,
So.
in Reptile Buddy, what I did was I just made groups. I have a group of sold and a group of to be sold, and that's how I managed it from there. And you can actually send, if somebody else has Reptile Buddy, you can do the same thing. You can send over via QR code all the information that you've recorded for a snake to whoever gets it. I know one of the Sundays that we sold at Gettysburg last time, somebody else had Reptile Buddy, so when he bought the snake, we sent over all of the information of that snake from Reptile Buddy to his Reptile Buddy.
Oh, okay, sweet. All right, Nathan's saying yeah, you can mark it as sold and archive it. Okay, sweet. Because I've lived technology, as we've established, is not my friend. I know how to work a lot of things on Husbandry Pro, but I'm still learning it. And that's one aspect I didn't really look at yet. So nice to know, though. Thanks, Nathan. Appreciate it, bro. Kingdom and that work that helped you out too. So sweet. All right. So we got Reptile Buddy. If anybody has any questions for Sarah, drop the put your questions out there, and we can answer them. Sarah can answer them. We got 2 more questions, and then that's basically going to be all I have, unless Anybody wants to talk about anything else? Sarah, if you've got anything you want to talk about, then too as well. But what are some of the tips you have for new breeders coming into the hobby?
Don't buy babies unless you're okay with waiting.
Uh,
um, that's what we did when we started. We bought all babies and grew them up, but that took us, it took us a lot of time and wasn't getting us into the game fast enough. So if you can, buy some older but still virgin females to start your breeding projects a little quicker. Just make sure that they are the correct weight, of course. Make sure that when you're getting started in breeding that you get multi-co-down genes, for whatever price that you can afford. Get what you like. Um, and get multiples of it because you're going to need it. And then make sure that your incubator is set up before you even start breeding, and make sure you have backups just in case something fails. So if we use Inkbird thermostats, and we haven't really had any failures with our Inkbird thermostats, but make sure you have some backup equipment just in case.
Yes. Backup stuff is a big thing. Incubator, definitely a big thing. Also, make sure your incubator, you give it a test run for like a month and make sure it holds temps well and everything. I know this year I'm actually going to revamp my incubator, put a bigger fan in it since I'm expecting more clutches. I want to have a little bit bigger of a fan now that I've got a couple seasons under my belt. I want a little bit more power in the fan in that. But other than that, I'm letting the thing go. It works great. Hatches, everything has started pipping. This year, it was even pipping stuff like days early.
Wow.
Like the earliest clutch I think it was clutch 3. It pipped on day 52 or 53 or something like that. So it was pipping stuff was pipping like 1-2 days early this year out of it. But normally it's right on day 55. Everything's at least starting to pip by 55.
Ours is pipping around 58 to 60. I'm not quite sure why, but it's definitely been consistently late for us this year. Everything's coming up right at the end.
Okay, yeah. This was I don't know, actually it was kind of an on-time season for me. I've normally last year everything hatched about the same time. Um, IMD IMD. Spider is its own thing. Spider is its own gene. Do not pair spider to spider though. That's a big no-no. You'll end up with dead babies on that one. But yeah, spider's its own gene. Nothing makes spider.
Yeah, definitely do your research before you start your pairings. There are some lethal combinations or combinations that are high in deformities.
Yes.
So unless you want to be prepared to do a lot of culling and you're looking for something specific, make sure you know what can go with what before you start your breeding. Even if you just pick what genes you want to work with and then just check from there, that would be a good idea.
Yeah, yeah. Or if you have questions, hit me up. I can always try helping you out there. John's got to figure out how to convert it. I'm watching videos. I'm a bit nervous. John, we could talk about that dude on the live. I even have a video on it. I converted this here. Hold on. That big Coke fridge, and that I've never done anything like that before in my life, and that was a walk in the park, dude. So yeah, we could talk about that too on Saturday on the live, the members only live. Adam says his was laying super late, pipping early, so like up to 47 days after pre-lay shut. Yeah, you were really having some of those numbers you were throwing out there would have had me worrying a little bit there on your females, but I'm glad everything worked out though. You've had an amazing year this year, dude. Congrats on that. Yeah, you call Adam too, John. It's really, it looks harder than what it really is. You basically just have to gut the thing. That's all. Just yank out all the compressors and all that stuff. You don't need any of that junk.
Talking about the pregnancy where they were talking about laying late and pipping early, that sounds normal for pregnancy. They've had more chance to develop inside the egg while it was sitting inside the female, so the development was kind of moved forward a little bit, and that's probably what allowed for the early pipping.
That's
The
true.
the girls that I had laid early, in the 20s with 25 to 30-day range, so that allows for later pipping.
That's true. That's true. Very true. I didn't think of that aspect of it, but you're right. I'm sure that does have something to do with it too. All right, Adam, you keep lower temps too. Okay. All right. Yeah, I like all my hotspots are right around 88 to 90 roughly. So, yeah. All right, my last question. Anybody, if you guys got any questions, drop them there. Normally, I actually kind of have this out of order, but how do you feed your collection? Like, do you feed live, frozen thawed, breed your own?
Well, we tried to breed our own, but that wasn't working out. We only have a 2-bedroom townhouse that we're running our operations out of at the moment, so that wasn't going to stick. But we do feed live. We are definitely live only, but can transfer any of our to be solds to frozen thawed for those who want to purchase. We would do that for them, no problems. We feed rats, mice, and ASFs. We work with the snake. So if the snake, we have one ball python baby that was refusing to eat rats, so he's a mouser only. And right now we have about 3 ASFer only African soft-fur, if no one knows what that stands for, just in case. And they will not eat anything else but African soft-fur. Mountain State feeder breeders has been great for keeping up on our rat orders. And they deliver in Ellicott City every Sunday for us, and we go and pick them up. And then we just, we find our African soft furs from local pet stores at the moment.
Okay, nice, sweet. I know, like for me, everything's got to eat frozen thaw. I've got 2 snakes here that do not want to eat frozen thawed, and it drives me nuts. One's a female pie that only wants live mice, which me and Nathan are doing a flip flop there on that one. Nate's doing me a solid on that, so I greatly appreciate that, Nathan. That's one of the reasons why I got to go a little bit out east there, tentatively this Saturday or this weekend. Well, yeah, it has to be Saturday, but we're hoping to probably do that this coming Saturday to flip flop, because he's got basically we're switching pied for pied essentially. But he's got one that eats frozen thawed rats, because I'm sick and tired of feeding live mice. And like I said, he's just doing me a solid. And I have another pied male that wants only live rats. Well, I'm tired of buying live rats, and he like spazzes out if you put a frozen thawed rat anywhere near him. Like, he legit flies out of the tub trying to climb up through the rack system to get away from this frozen thawed rat. I don't get it. But someone actually is interested in him, so he's on his way out as well, which I wasn't planning on selling him. The opportunity arose. I thought, why the hell not? Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it, dude. Thanks for tuning in tonight.
Yeah, thank you for having us, guys.
Old Devil said I added a high-low thermometer to my incubator when I built it and let it run for 2 months with empty egg totes to test it. That's basically what I did. I hooked mine up. I've got a temperature probe inside of it for my little external thermometer, digital thermometer outside here, just to monitor the temps inside. And then I have my Herpstat hooked up to it, so that way I have 2 different forms of knowing what's going on inside that incubator. And it stays really consistent, so I'm really happy with how it works.
We actually use Govee for our as a hygrometer thermometer mix. It's nice and small. You stick it in with the egg clutch, and it sends information directly to your phone.
So it's kind of like sensor push?
I haven't heard of sensor push, but probably.
It sounds like it's basically the same thing. It's like a little square. You can basically stick them anywhere. Mine, it's from Lowe's. It's like a Craftsman thing. I don't know. It works. That's all I know. It works. It hasn't left me down yet as far as telling me what's going on in there and all that good stuff. So anybody, any more questions? Anything you want to talk about? Sarah, is there anything you want to talk about?
There's not much. Basically, you've helped me to spill my guts during the show. I just do want to make a mention that this Sunday is our last of our clutch. It's the last of the Taranja until the normals lay all the regular base Taranjas. And he is on sale for $800, and his sale ends tonight. I might hold it to tomorrow just for this video broadcast. If you mention it to me, I will definitely honor that price. But for now, he is on sale. He is the last of the clutch, and he is just a handsome male. Like, I mean, look at him.
Very, very nice. It seems like a lot of people use Govee. Okay. It's cheaper than Sensor Push Kingdom says. Okay, sweet. I'll have to look into it once because I'm always looking for, ways to upgrade things around here. So anybody else have anything they want to add? Any topics they would like us to cover?
Something that comes up a lot is I see it on Facebook a lot, at least, is snake mites. I don't know if everybody here knows or has issues with snake mites, but I know that I was using Frontline Pet Spray, and I really want to recommend Frontline Pet Spray to get rid of any snake mite issues. I mean, you spray it in the tub, you can gently rub it on the snake, use a cloth first and put it on the snake and remove all water for 12 hours. That stuff will get rid of any trace of snake mites, not just the adults, but the eggs, the larvae, any stage in between.
Yeah, I use Frontline as well. Stuff works great. I know there's one person I follow on Instagram she just can't get rid of the snake mites apparently. Like she's on I forget how many times she's been treating. It seems like it's been all year for the poor woman. But yeah, it's like she's got a berm and a bunch of other stuff. Felt really bad, but she's done everything you could possibly do, and they just won't leave. So I feel really bad for her. Old Devil, her Instagram information, all of her contact is in the description down below. So just all the links are there. Check them out.
I'd love to hear from you guys.
John said he followed you on Insta. Keep it up. Great seeing you tonight.
It was great meeting all of you. You're amazing, everyone. Thanks for supporting Jeremy as well. I hope you get your ultrasound very soon. I'm going to have to borrow it from you when you get it.
Well, thank you. hey, I will. Chris from BNS has helped me out by ultrasounding some stuff for me, so I am always one to, pay it forward and extend the same thing. Wait, what? Frontline Spray has been discontinued? What the heck?
No, we need it.
What are we going to do?
It just means that we're going to have to look at the ingredients, which I think is fipronil, and so you're going to have to buy fipronil on its own then from that point. But having Frontline Spray was so much more convenient.
Yeah, I'm going to have to see if Nathan is can you not find it anywhere now, or is there still places that have it where I can just stock up on it? Oh,
I thought it was on Amazon.
I say the last time I saw Amazon had it, but Nathan, what's the replacement for it, dude? PCF, after I get it, hey, I'm all for, helping anybody out. Yep, everywhere's sold out. What the hell? Why would they quit making that? That makes no sense from any, that just makes no sense. Why would you stop making something like that?
It must be a manufacturing issue. We were having issues in the nation with trucking and transportation. It could be some remnants of the issues of COVID. Hopefully they'll put that back into manufacturing because it is definitely necessary.
Yeah.
My cat's trying to tell me it's time for bed.
Dawn dish soap works if they're all right, Nate. Thank you, dude. Yeah, get that for me because I'll need that. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Ray, Dawn dish soap works for if the actual mites are alive, but it doesn't help with the eggs aspect though. The frontline spray helped with the egg aspect. Okay, his friend snake was infested. Yeah, Dawn dish soap works for the live ones because it, I guess, clogs. It does something with how bugs breathe. It like clogs up. I don't know. Clogs up how they're. I don't know where whatever it is called where they breathe through. I don't know. I'm not very good with that stuff. But it
Insects
plugs all that
have the ability to breathe through their skins, and so the Dawn dish soap, it like you said, it clogs it. It makes a film, and it doesn't allow passage of air into. I think it's called areoles.
Okay, see, yeah, I don't know all the technical stuff. I didn't pay. God, school was. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna date myself here. I graduated in 2005. So it's been a long time since I had science class or anything like that. And I really didn't pay attention much of, let's see, my last 2 years of high school, which is probably why I do construction. Let's see here. Very true. We did it once, and then a few days later, we did it again. Yeah. Yeah. See, the thing is, like, I don't know, mites are like everybody says mites aren't anything to worry about, which they're technically not because they're easy to get rid of. But at the same token, you can be like this person that I follow on Instagram that just can't get rid of them. I feel really bad for them because that would just suck.
It could be that they're in an area where it's natural to have a lot of snake mites for the territory. And that might be why they're having trouble getting rid of them, because it might be a natural territory for snake mites.
That could be. That could be. He never had them again, though. That's all right. That's good, though. Ray's an awesome dude. I love Ray. Ray's the one that organized the Let's Get Jeremy to See Colors program. And like, I can't say enough good things about Ray. It was really, it's called the Fibro spray. I'll have to try to remember that. Well, Nathan, you can just send me the link or something to it or whatever, and we'll get it. Yeah, yeah. If it might switch everything to paper. That was one thing that this woman did. She put everything on paper. Like, she did everything right. They just don't, like, apparently they just won't leave. So I don't know what, you know, I don't know what the ordeal is for her. Right. It wasn't a fail. It was a learning experience. We'll say that. It was a learning experience that maybe I'm just not fixable. I'm sure my wife would definitely agree with that. There's things wrong with me that just aren't fixable, and that's probably one of them. But it was worth a shot. And the thing even says, you know, it's not 100% guaranteed that this will work, but it works for a lot of people. It just really screwed. Like, I would legit sit there, like, flipping the glasses up and down, be like, okay, what the world? It's like, all right, now. And I did exactly what the things, how it said to do it, and it just didn't work. But it is what it is. It was a learning experience. It was the thought. It was a loving gesture. It was awesome. I didn't see it coming. My mom and brother did try them. Now, granted, they just did it for a short spell, but my mom she wears glasses. So I didn't think about her having to wear glasses, but she put them on and she said the same thing. She goes, well, the grass is blue now. I was like, all right, well, she's having the same problem I'm having with them. Yeah, they are in chroma, Charlie. They are the enchromas. They're really nice glasses. I really wish that they would have worked for me the way that they should have. My brother tried them as well, Ray, and he said he liked the sunglasses better, the first pair better than the pair we did the flip flop for. He said he saw more improvement with those than these indoor ones. So I don't know. I'm gonna keep trying them out. I'm determined, dude. I'm very, very determined to make these suckers work. And maybe my brain just can't be reprogrammed. I don't
No,
know.
you just like those black and white gradients too much.
Yeah. Well, that's like, I don't know. Xantic looks great no matter how you look at it. It bothers me because I wanted to see some of these colors on some of these snakes that I feel that I'm missing. And like I put the glasses on, I'm there staring at like the one girl I had out that the GHI Mojave banana, and me, I see like a pinky lavender color normally. Well, I would look at her at those with those glasses on, and it's like, well, she's just gray. Like it completely screwed the color up on her. So it's like, well, I like her without the glasses better than I do with the glasses. But yeah, it definitely was an interesting experience to say the least. It was just the thought, like all these guys went through this whole big thing, a secret project. They even sent Danny from DTMG undercover basically to find out what colors I couldn't see, which I thought was really odd because the way he asked me, he goes, so about your color blindness, he's like, what colors can't you see? He goes, I'm talking to some people. I was like, I told him, I explained it to him. I was like, why are you talking about my color blindness with other people? Like, how does this come up? And he goes, just mind your own business. Don't worry about it. Quit talking to me. But it was funny. And then lo and behold, a little while later, this whole thing came up, and it was a neat surprise. Also gave Ray a slight heart attack because he sent the package and he didn't tell me what it was. He told me it was shirts. And the package got delivered to my neighbor's house, which like Ray's like, it says it's delivered to you. And I was home. I was like, dude, I'm out here on the porch. It's not here. And it was like Ray's like you could tell he was like having a minor heart attack. I'm like, dude, I don't know where it's at. It's not here. I didn't know how big of a package it was, so I looked in the mailbox. Like it's nowhere, dude. It's like nothing's here. And he goes, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Dude, it's like I'll go and I'll walk down the street because I know one of my Star Wars figures I ordered got delivered to a neighbor's house one time. So it's like I'll walk down and I'll see if it's not on the neighbor's porch." So I see this big box because Ray says a big box, you can't miss it. So this big box sitting on the neighbor's porch. I'm like, all right, is it in a Lowe's box? He goes, yes. I was like, okay, I found it. So I got to feel like a porch pirate stealing my own package. But it was a great story, and yeah, it was funny. Let's see. Can you tell the difference in pink and blue tags on snake displays? Yes, I can. Like, see that's the thing. Like, I can see color. If you use the pink marking paint, like for construction, on certain backgrounds, I'm going to say, I lose it. I can't see it. If you put it on like tan dirt, you may as well not put anything down. I don't see it. You put it on like dried stone, I don't see it. But pink, blue, normally I can see it. I'm like a mild, it starts with a D. Ray, you could probably say it or pronounce it better in text. But mild detain something. I have problems with blues and greens apparently, but it's really weird. Like I can see a lot of colors. It's just certain colors really throw me for a loop. Okay, you can't tell. Okay, no, I can see pink and the blue for that stuff, no problem. That's all good. It's really weird. And like for when I game, I've tried all the colorblind settings and nothing works. Like it looks worse with the colorblind settings on a video game than it does if I just go through it without the settings. So I don't know. I'm a weird person. That's all I can say.
It's sporadic.
It is, yes. It's really weird. My mom once thought this one dog where we went to go pick up my one Camaro from, she thought that the dog okay, Ray doesn't know how to exactly pronounce it either. She thought this Great Dane was green, and the dog was clearly like a gray color. I'm like, no, Mom, that dog's gray. She goes, no, that dog is green. I'm like, no, it is not green. So she's worse than what I am too. Now see, John knows a few colorblind breeders, and they love Exantic too. It makes Exantic's just the colorblind friendly gene. It like Orange Dream stuff. I think I lose some of the oranges. but I don't know. Like I like the high intensity orange dream glows to me, so that's I'm gonna start focusing a lot more on that. But yeah. So anybody else have anything else they want to talk about? Questions, anything before I wrap this up? I'm gonna go up and make myself a tub of popcorn and go watch Game of Thrones House of the Dragon because God forbid I go to bed on a Sunday night without watching that. Every colorblind person they have met that do snakes love Exantic. I would agree. They can't see the browning out on them. That's probably true. I mean, I can see the browning out on some of them. But then there's others where, yeah, like I guess that's where I'm seeing it as good and bad examples. But you're right. Not all Exantics are created equal, guys. You're right there, John. And Exantics kind of like albino, is just a little bit different. Yeah. But any more questions, anybody? If anybody wants to, I don't know if anybody can. Obviously, the system's being kind of goofy, but if you guys would like to join the YouTube Patreon, however you want to look at it, and let me put me up. There we go. Hit the join button. That should be there on your screen, and that gives you some options. There's like 3 different tiers. The top tier gets you all the perks, and vice versa. You know, if you're in the middle tier, you get the perks from the tier before that. All that good stuff. It's a nice way to support the channel. You get some nice little added bonuses. Make sure you check it out. Also, hit that subscribe button for me. Hit the notification bell so you're alerted for the next video, which I got to figure out what it's going to be. But I promise you it's going to be babies of some sort. I'm actually going to throw out a bonus video because I've got one video that I'm just tired of having it on. Nathan said, still no join button. Nathan, after this, go to another video of mine and see if the button's not there. It should be there, dude. Or send me a picture of what you're looking at because it
if
should
it's
be.
not there, he's not allowed to join.
Yeah, maybe you're already joining. You just don't know it. Maybe that's it. You never know. See, it might be. Maybe you're just like incognito. I lost my train of thought. But anyway,
Sorry.
hit the subscribe button. No, you're good. No, my brain's going a mile a minute tonight for some reason. Hit the subscribe button, everybody. The videos. Yeah, I'm going to throw out an extra video this week. Probably it'll be out on, let's see, normal videos Wednesday. So I'm going to drop it on Friday. Have that little bit of in between there. That's a good thought too, John. Try it after this live ends. Maybe it'll pop up then. And also hit the thumbs up, everybody, because it helps the videos get out into the algorithm. So, yeah, that's my whole spiel. I appreciate everybody for coming out tonight and watching. Sarah, thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Thanks for having me
on. I look forward to seeing you at the Gettysburg Reptile Expo as well. And everybody, November 12th, be there. You're going to get to see Sarah. And you'll get to see Nathan from Infinite Possible Pythons, Danny from DTMG. You get to see John and Christine from Triforce. Phil from Finger Snakes will be there. Matt from the Ball Python Project should be there. Chris from Balls Deep should be there. Like a whole bunch of us. A lot of us are all friends. We all talk a lot. So we will all be there hanging out, vending, and having a good time. Danny gives out free Yoo-Hoo to any snake purchases, so just make sure you hit Danny up early before he drinks it all. So maybe we need his glasses. That's a good one, Scooter. I like that one. Very good. I like that. Yeah, definitely, come out, see us all, have a good time. I think the show starts at 9. And for anybody that's setting up Friday, because I'm going to be setting up Friday. I'm actually going to be doing some interviews on Friday. More eye candy. More eye candy. Have a good night. Thanks for coming out, PCF.
Thank you.
What was I going to say? I'm going to be doing some interviews Friday during setup for, you know, just that way I can put it out Friday night. Hopefully attract like one last slew of people to the show, possibly. Planning on doing a couple interviews at the show as well. On Saturday, I'll have to line people up. Probably gonna do like maybe 2, maybe 3, just short interviews, have people show off a couple things. We are going to party. You better get your rest here. See, all right, here's the funny thing, guys. Here's the funny thing. All right. Setting up Friday, going to do a couple interviews, hopefully. Saturday, do a couple interviews plus vend. Then I have to rush home Saturday because Brian Cusco is my guest Saturday night at 8. So it is a jam-packed weekend. I'm going to be dragging, but luckily I get to sleep in on Sunday then. Also, next week, John and Christine from Triforce Morphs will be on here joining me. So we're going to have a blast with that one. We have John and Christine. Then after them, we have Brian Gundy. So that's going to be another awesome live coming up. That'll be on the October 16th, October 22nd, which is a Saturday. I have Sal from Gomez Pythons coming on. So that's one live I'm looking forward to as well, because Sal is a hard man to get a hold of. We've tried 2 other times previously to get this to work, and I finally got it. I think we just had to switch it to Saturday. October 30th is Chris from Balls Deep. He'll be here on the show for his second live ever appearance. So that's awesome. On November 6th, I have Catherine from Stellar Serpents, and everybody knows her from Mutation Creation. She's going to be a guest on the show. And then, of course, November 12th, I have Brian Cusco from Triple B. That's another Saturday show. And then November 20th is Ryan from Smitty's Serpents. So that is the lineup. So I've got one more date in November to fill. So I got to figure out who's going to fill that date. And then I've got to let December open yet for my big Christmas present. Thanks for all the support type of guest. I'm trying to really knock this one out of the ballpark for you guys. Hopefully it works. Fingers crossed on that one. Cross your fingers, everybody, because I need all the luck I can get for that one. But that's going to be it, everybody. Sarah, just stay on here for a second yet after I wrap this up. Thanks again for all the support. I greatly appreciate it. And don't forget to check out Wednesday's video. It's going to have babies of some sort. It's either going to be clutch 2 or it's going to be clutch 3 egg cutting. I'm not sure yet. But whatever it is, the other will be the week after. So good night, everybody. Thank you for all the love and support again. I greatly appreciate it. And we'll catch you next time. Later.
Good night, everyone.